because I think you can tell how long a New Yorker has been a New Yorker based on how much they move when the train starts or stops. Like, nothing says tourist like the train leaving the station and then a 6'7" dude with blonde hair and a backpack with its Swedish flag on it going. Sorry. You pay close attention to it. There's levels to it, and you can tell how long a local has been a local based on the way that they ride the train. Like, pay close attention next time you're on the train. Every New Yorker is going like this. Just kind of moving like seaweed in a current. Because the longer you live here, the more you absorb. The city becomes one with you, and then you merge with the train, and you can ride it. Fucking dude on the train. West 4th Street. That motherfucker is New York, dude. If you're riding the train and you see the train leaves the station and then somebody goes like this, Jersey. Maybe Connecticut, Long Island, close but no cigar, okay? Well, Hoboken half step. We're used to the path but not the real shit. New Yorkers are on a different level, dude, and you can see the levels to it. My buddy Nico, born and raised in Harlem, lived there 30 years, okay? This dude does not move until the train stops moving, okay? The train comes to a complete stop. It's like, and then he goes, he is the train. Understand? And you got like a 60-year-old Hispanic woman from Queens, lived here her whole life. Her feet are fucking locked, dude. They're locked in. Only her middle moves. Feet not going anywhere. Okay, the train stops. She grabs the railing like Spider-Man. She's like, and there's the most New York guy of all time. He's the apex of New York. He's a 163-year-old Asian guy. You know what? Born and raised in a sewer in Chinatown. And he's got incredible balance off jump. From the second you see him walk into the tree, you know what I'm talking about. He walks in, he's got great balance. He's on wooden sandals. He comes in like this, he's wearing a COVID mask, but it's not even COVID. He's been wearing it for 40 years. And 6 years ago, we're like, I guess that guy's like a surgeon. I don't know. He does. But he's not a surgeon because he's got a broomstick handle that goes across his shoulders, and then hanging from it are 3 giant plastic bags full of bottles and cans. And you look at him and you're like, is he homeless? He's not homeless. Don't feel bad for him. He makes $700,000 a year recycling our shit. Every time we look for Fanta, you throw it. He pops out and takes it. But this motherfucker's so New York. You understand how New York, this dude, the train could crash. He just absorbs the momentum with Tai Chi and then sends it to its next destination. Like an earthbender. You can't take him out. I'm not that, I've lived here 12 years, I'm not that New York dude. I was born and raised in New Jersey, okay? I got suburban ankles. Very suburban ankles. The ground doesn't move out there. You go from a car where the ground is not going, and then you get out onto grass, and it's stationary, okay? I get on the train, I'm so terrified I'm gonna land in some old woman's lap. I'm so scared the train is gonna stop short and I'm gonna look like Pinocchio or like a fucking newborn gazelle. Just oh my god, I'm so sorry I stepped on your baby. I'm so sorry. Oh, you have twins. Just maybe hold her, because I got 3 more stops. I'm somewhere in between, and then you have the least New York person of all time. Got like a 22-year-old hipster from Portland, Oregon, who has just moved to Brooklyn. She gets on the train in high heels and bangs covering her eyes so she can't see. The train stops slowly and it fucking catapults her. It gentrifies Brooklyn. It fucking sends her flying to a Williamsburg apartment. She's like, this is actually like nice. Like I'll just live here now. That's how it happens. I love tourists though. I do. I've lived here for a while, and I love tourists. I love meeting people. I love meeting people with accents because I'm one of those people that is so immature that when I meet somebody with an accent, I physically cannot help myself but to do their accent to them. They hate it. They are not a fan when you do that. My brother-in-law is from Scotland. Married my sister. They lived over there, hadn't seen him for years, and then after the pandemic, we like all went out to dinner for Christmas, and he comes right up to me and he's like, "It's great to see you, how you been, man?" And I'm like, "Great, it's great to see you, how you been? How you been, Wally?" And he's like, "Don't do that, I don't like." Like, we don't like when you do that. Please stop doing that, I don't like when you do that. And I was like, I'm not doing anything, you're the one doing it. You're the one that's doing something. Like, if you think that I'm doing something, that means that you know that you're doing something. Like, there's no way that your voice came first. Right? Like, if you think about it, there's no way that you talk like that and then Americans were talking like this too, and then we just decided to dial it back into this. Look, I know that this makes no sense, and it's not historically accurate at all, but it's a very stupid American thought. However, it feels like Americans were the first voice. Right? It feels like we have the first voice, and then everywhere else was like, all right, we gotta do something different. We can't just do their shit. Because the way that we talk is so plain, it's so vanilla, it's so unaffected, everything sounds the way you think it sounds, it's all very boring. So it feels like every other country had to pick one by one at a time, what their accent was going to be. And like Russia was first, and they were like, "Okay, hello, in Mother Russia, we'll talk like this. It will be bleak with despair, everything will sound like it has no hope." And then it was Ireland's turn, and they're like, "All right, I guess we'll just fucking go the other way with it. Everybody starts making like this, just start sounding like you're being tickled at all times. I don't know what sound like. We'll just start like you're being tickled at all times. That'll be our voice." And then, obviously, of course, Scandinavia was last. And they're like, "What the fuck? This is bullshit. There's no other voices to choose from. Now we have to sound like we're riding the train at all times. We're left with this shitty voice." Every single show that I've ever done that joke on, a guy walks up to me and goes, "We don't sound anything alike that. You think that we sound like that, but we really don't. You should do a different country." But I do this to another weird thing I'll do. You ever talk to somebody who doesn't speak English, and then you make your English worse? What the fuck is that? Like, what is that logically? They're like, okay, they know nothing. So if I know less, we'll meet in the middle and they'll absorb what I forgot. And then I can talk to this person. Makes no sense. I take it one step further too, because then what I do is I start to wash the English words that I'm going to use in their accent a little bit to try to like Trojan horse my English into their Russian brain and disguise it so that we can have a conversation. And it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't work at all. My neighbor is this old Russian woman, and I get a notification that I get a package from Amazon that it got delivered. So I go in the hall, I open the door, I look, and it's not there. But as I'm about to close the door, I see my old Russian neighbor going back into her apartment like this. So I go, hey, excuse me, I just got a notification from Amazon that I got a package delivered, but I looked out here and there's no package. Do you have anything to do? You have any idea what happened to my package? And then she looks back over her shoulder and she goes, which translates to, I don't speak English, but I fucking stole it probably. So then I did the language fusion thing, and I was like, hey, package, package here and look here. Package here, look here. Package here, look here. Package here, look here. And then she slid back into the door. It wasn't even a door, it was like an iron curtain. She closed it. And then immediately I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? She fucking stole my package, and she fucking stole the election probably. She stole the election probably too. And then the door swings open and she's standing there holding my package. And I go, holy shit, I can speak any language. I just freestyled Russian. That was amazing. So she walks up, she hands me the package, and I opened it in front of her. So I open it up, and then inside the package, there's just another smaller package. And then inside that package, there's another smaller package. And 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 I'm like, what did you do? And then she did the language fusion thing, and she goes, it's a metaphor for hope. You keep going, but there's nothing there. What's that? You just respond, they're talking in another language. I don't know if you know this, but I can speak any language. So I had a dream that I could speak fluent Spanish. You ever have a dream where like you can play piano? And then you wake up and you're like, I can't play piano, but I did it. I was playing piano. I had a dream that I was speaking fluent Spanish to a guy who's speaking fluent Spanish back to me. And I know that it wasn't dream Spanish, it was real Spanish. And I know that because he's talking Spanish to me, and there's a part of my brain that doesn't understand a word he's saying. That's how I know it's real Spanish, because I don't speak Spanish. But I'm responding in Spanish. I would do it now, but that's racism. So I have the dream, and then I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck is that? There's just Spanish back here, it's just locked up, and my brain won't unlock Spanish during the day. Like, so bad, they want to go, hola! Hola! It's like my brain has whiskey dick. And I'm like, I wanna come, I wanna fucking venga so badly. But que no vengas. What is that? Then I'm like, I wanna fucking speak Spanish. And my brain is like, only if you're good before bed. Dreams are so fascinating to me, and the language component is really fascinating to me too. Because more than anything else in my life, I want to be able to speak Japanese. Anybody in here speak Japanese? Didn't think so. Not a stereotype, but you can usually tell if there's someone in here. But I watch a lot of Japanese anime cartoons. I watch them in, thank you, yeah, I watch them in Japanese because I want to pick up little words or whatever. So I got into the habit of starting to go to sleep, and I would play anime while I'm going to sleep in hopes that the anime would seep into my brain and I would be able to speak in the morning. But I keep having dreams where I get raped by a tentacle monster. So bit of a monkey's paw, if you ask me. Dreams are wild, man. Dreams are fascinating to me. I'm very curious about lucid dreams. Anybody do lucid dreams in here?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
What do you do in your lucid dream?
Oh.
That's an answer you can't say out loud. I ask this question a lot whenever I go, what do you do in your lucid dream? If somebody doesn't immediately go, I fly. The answer is I just fuck people. I just fuck a lot of people. No, okay. What kind of stuff do you do?
Talk to my dead grandmother.
Alright, this was fun. Have a good night, everyone. Just get out. Just get out. Sometimes you believe you're all hyped too much. You're like, I'm the fucking, I can say anything, douchey comedian. And then someone goes, I speak with my dead grandmother. And I gotta just pause the show, because what am I gonna do? Like, fuck that bitch! Nana, what does the rainbow mean? It's hell! I'm sorry. I love you. And you know what else? I'm channeling something your grandma does too. I know, it's a disease. Thank you for being here. Lucid dreams, if you're not like on board with it, you don't know what it is. Lucid dream is basically the awareness that you're dreaming while you're dreaming, and then the ability to like manifest things. You can kind of do whatever you want. And it's amazing, and there's facilities that you can go to practice lucid dreaming and classes that you can take to get better at it, which I don't believe. Because if that's the case, why do any of us have jobs? Why are we paying taxes? Why are we getting stressed out when we could just take a nap and do whatever you want to do? You know what I mean? Even like my first thought, I'm single now. You can't avoid the fact that like, look, dude, if like you and me, we're just walking down the street, two single guys, right? And we see a girl, and you're like, oh my god, dude, that girl's beautiful. Check her out. I'm like, wow, yeah, dude, she is. She's gorgeous. And you're like, can you imagine what it'd be like to sleep with her? And I'm like, yeah, I think I can. Oh, she's a freak, dude. She's a freak, dude. That old grandma, she's a freak, man. We was doing fucked up shit. She was talking to her grandma. Last one. Unless you are both your grandparents? I'm curious too, if like one person's dreams can have something to do with a different person's dreams. Like, can our dreams correlate? Because, you know, there's stuff, you'll have nightmares with similar, like, recurring themes in them and stuff. People see the same types of dark, shadowy figures. Can our dreams connect to each other's? Here's why I ask. Every year, like at least once a year, it was more when I was a kid, I've been having this reoccurring dream, comes a couple times a year, where I'm walking down the street, it's a beautiful day, upper middle class, suburban cul-de-sac, right? Kids playing, parents divorcing, and there's a bush. It's like a bushel of peaches, and if you know anything about me, you know that I'm like mildly allergic to peaches, but also brave as fuck. So I immediately reach in to grab a peach, and then in the second that I do, a guy in a black ski mask hops out of the bush, slaps me with a trout, and then walks away. Why am I having this dream? Why? Is it possible that while I'm having that dream, there's a guy in like Tallahassee waking up in the middle of the night next to a barrel of trout? Like, whoa, got him again! Whoa! Got that fucker again, baby, those are my peaches! These are my peaches! And his wife's like, what happened, honey? Is it the boy again stealing our peaches? Not today, baby. So dumb. I gotta thank you guys for coming to see this. Can you imagine if I wasn't a comedian? I'm just walking around with this. Can you imagine saying that joke premise to some? So thank God I'm doing all right. Because when I started, I was like, what if it's like a joke about like there's a dream, and then the guy has a fish he hit. My brothers would be like, dude, you gotta go to. Have you tried drawing? Maybe you're good at drawing. She wanted me to propose. She wanted me to marry her, and so she gave me an ultimatum, which is that's a good way to find out how much I love you. So she's like, let's be married. I'm like, we're already together. We're married. We did it. This is it. And she's like, if you don't, then I'm gonna leave you. That logic line doesn't make sense to me, right? I'm like, why are you leaving me? And she's like, because I want to be with you. What? Makes no sense. And you guys are not married?
No.
Do you have a kid?
No. Absolutely not.
You're not married?
We're just been friends for a very long time.
You guys, is every part of your body friends with the other person? No, okay, cool, all right. Well, in time. I know you do. You're like me, dude. You're one of the types of guys that will willingly walk into the friend zone. Just fucking wait. Claw out. I know eventually you'll be a little less hot, but you'll be broken. And then let's go, dude. Let's fucking go. I'm teasing, obviously. All right, I have a question for the women in the room. What is the place that you least want to be hit on? Train? Gym? When girls at the gym, her most hit-onable. That's, you know what I mean? It's very confusing to the male brain when you see a woman at her peak fucking attractiveness. When you're in the gym, you're naked. You're naked. You're naked with colors. That's it. It's just I'm wearing a kaleidoscope now. That's all that's happening. When a woman works out, she couldn't possibly look sexy. She's so hot. She just got neon saran wrap around everything. And the male brain doesn't understand that she's doing her own thing and that this isn't, animals on the train. She's like... And the noises that we make when we have sex and when we work out are the same. So she's Japanese for this joke, and she's like, so then my fucking idiot male brain is go to the movies. I'm Japanese too in this. I want to go to the movies with you. then she goes, "What are you doing? Get away from me!" Which is understandable, but it's hard. It's hard for me, because I was just you, I thought you were hard. I'm sorry. So it's confusing. I feel like if you're walking in the food cart and you in the food court of the mall, right? And you pass like Panda Express, and then the lady with the free samples tray, and she's handing out orange chicken, and you could smell it, and you walk over and you were like, "I'll take one." You went to grab it, and she was like, "I do this for me." Pig. This is why I want to open my own gym. We're gonna have hard and fast rules at this gym, dude. Women are not allowed in. They go, "Hey, I'd like to sign up for your membership." You're not gonna fucking need it, dude. 2 weeks, you'll be ripped. There's no girls in here. That's it. There's no girls in here. Except we hire women. It's not personal trainers. They come around her, they're personal shamers. Because the dudes will be lifting, and then a girl will just come over and be like, "Pussy." And I'm on the bench with 266, struggling. And a girl walks up and she goes, "You'll never fuck me." And then I'm like, It's similar for everybody, but it's different for genders, I think, too, because we say a lot of the same things when we become single, when we're newly single. Both men and women will be like, "I just need to focus on myself. I just gotta focus on me now." Okay? And when women say, "I just need to focus on myself," what they mean is, "I'm not hooking up with anybody." When a guy is like, "I just need to focus on myself," what he means is, "I gotta figure out how to get as much pussy as I possibly can get." Because that's what, if I listen to my heart, that's what me means. But it's different for girls, because you get ahead of a thing, and then immediately you're dodging dick like the Matrix. Dudes are just your comedian? Ad sales? No. Doctor? Nah. Oh no, DJ influencer. There's an inherently misogynistic part of every guy. Sometimes it recedes really far back and it's just in this lizard brain of yours and it doesn't pop out much. But for me, especially coming back into the single world and not having my faculties, I approach a woman and I immediately feel like the host of a nature documentary. Like I'll see a girl at a bar that I want to talk to, and then right away I feel a shift. I'm like, all right, here we are in the East Village. East Village is actually densely populated with a lot of Jewish American princesses. They've migrated from the northern region of New Jersey here. Now, if you can actually guess their zodiac sign, you've got a 73% chance of fucking one of them. See what we can do here. April. Stupid. Do we ghost people? Yeah, we do it. No, you don't. Good for you. Good for you. Why do we ghost people? Fear. That's a good answer. Wait, hang on. Shut up. A woman is talking. What? Fear. What do you mean?
It's like feelings you don't want to.
Feelings you don't want to have. Wow, that's crazy. That a woman will actively do something that's not good for her? Why do you? So you have good feelings about a thing, you're like, this could go somewhere, and you're like, I'll just never respond. You really know what's good for you. Alright, okay. That makes sense. That's good. I'm not like, I don't do enough for myself that's good. Like in that way. I will. I'm trying. I don't take to being ghosted well. I'm too fucking self-absorbed and narcissistic. I can't be if you ghost me, I haunt you. I'm just like, she'll respond eventually, baby. I get ghosted, I immediately call the cops. I'm like, all right, boys, we gotta put out an APB on Megan. They're like, sir, you're not a cop. You can't do that. I'm like, all right, missing persons report. They're like, seriously? I'm like, yeah. They're like, when was the last time you saw her? I was like, Friday night. They're like, sir, it's Saturday morning. I'm like, yeah, but we're both born in April. By round of applause, when you're scrolling on Instagram and TikTok and you see a video of a comedian like doing crowd work, going like, how'd you guys meet? Do you like that?
Yeah.
You like that? I do it sometimes because I feel like people like it. You actually hate it?
Yeah.
Good. You should. But it's entertaining. It is. Because I don't know what it is that we like answers as human beings. You're like, ooh, where is she from? But sometimes I feel weird. It's a weird part of my job. That part of the job. The first thing I do when I get into the office is go, you guys fuck each other? Do you put your wiener in her wiener in there? It's so intrusive and abrasive to just walk up to two people that paid. I hope they talk about jokes about bananas. And then I go, are you fuck her or what? It's so true. Like, I can see it in the guy's eyes, especially a guy like, oh, she finally said yes, I'm gonna take her to a date, and I picked a comedy show, and then you sit down and I welcome like, you fucker, and you're like, I could have gone to fucking Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Which, by the way, what the fuck is Madame Tussauds Wax Museum? What is that place, dude? It's a, what is it? It's a building full of not the celebrities? It's just a candle shaped like Susan Sarandon? Like, what the fuck kind of entertainment is that in Times Square? The greatest, most entertaining place in the world. And there's just sweaty Backstreet Boys. Like, that's the entertainment. That's such a vestige of the 90s. It speaks to like the kind of thing, how obsessed with like new celebrity culture we were, that there's just a room that you can walk into. The whole thing is you just walk around and you go, oh, it's not The Rock. Oh shit, it's not Britney Spears. This was the gimmick. This was the gimmick of Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, is that you would go and you would take a picture with the fake celebrity, and then you would show it to your friends and family and be like, look, I met Christina Aguilera. And then your friends would go like, oh my god, wow, you met Christina Aguilera. It's so stupid, because at what fucking point, the celebrities look amazing. It's like Mariah Carey and her hair's blown out, she's all the makeup on and she's performing. When did you meet Mariah Carey mid-concert? You met Michael Jordan while he's dunking? Like, how the fuck does that happen? Like, yeah, they let me on the court. I got to like pose with him. Such a dumb. I want to be in it so bad. If I just get to a point where I'm a big enough celebrity that they fucking put a fake me in Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Here's what I think. I would like Madame Tussauds Wax Museum if the celebrities were like a little more realistic. I would then believe the photos, right? If it was like, they just all looked like shit. You know, you go in and they have like Jennifer Aniston and she's just like in a sweatshirt, she's eating cereal and she's like, you take a picture, I'm like, oh shit, dude, you fucking met Jennifer Aniston, that's cool, where's it? Nice, is she nice? What's she like? I want to be in it, and I'll be in it if they let me pick my pose. And I don't want to be inside. I want to be the first one. I want to be the first one you see. I want to be outside, and I want to be in like an old bum coat. And maybe there's like crack rock on my lips. and the pose I'm doing is this. So that you could fucking come, take the train from Sweden, and then go back and be like, Nick Callas sucked me off. Times Square. My manager and my agent said, don't do that joke ever. So fucking call Madam Tussauds. Alright, can I try something? Yeah! Crazy? Alright, I'm gonna do some jokes that are wrong. Is there anybody in here who is maybe not okay with that? Somebody in here has a blog. It's coming from a good place, let me explain. I think stereotypes are outdated, and at this point, culture have evolved. We've mixed so much, we've shared so much information about each other. Stereotypes are outdated. We need new stereotypes. And with my comedic prowess, I have observed a couple things. And I'm not saying these, I'm just gonna ask them. And you tell me if you think these are good, new, accurate stereotypes. Are we ready? Are we okay? Is this consensual? Why is every single black dude sloppily riding a bicycle with a towel on his head and a half-empty Gatorade? Culture? Okay. Why does every single straight white guy think that the further his chin goes up in a photograph, the stronger he looks? Why does every single gay guy waiting for the bus with a cup of coffee hold it like it weighs 3,000 pounds? Why does every single lesbian think we care? I don't care. That's what I mean. Note to self, cut the black one. Kids are not naive anymore. Say what you will about TikTok, about the internet culture, social media. For all it's bad, it is informing kids. Kids now, my 8-year-old niece knows so much more about politics, about the economy, about gender, about sexuality. I did not have the same perspective as a kid growing up. From a small town in New Jersey, there was one gay kid my whole high school. I just thought he was a good singer. I didn't know. Okay? It used to be, like in Jersey, you're in gym class in high school, everybody's in the locker room, you're changing, you get bullied. Like if you pulled your pants down and you had a little dick, someone would be like, you're a fucking pussy. Now, you can have a big dick and be a woman. And if you're a woman, you're basically the man, so I'm just saying it's changed. And it's good. I think it's good that it's changed because younger people now have more perspective, okay? I'll tell you a story. I was babysitting my 8-year-old niece. She's having a friend from school over, a little girl, like kind of tomboy named Ryan, and they're playing. And they get tired, they get hungry, they come up and they're like, Uncle Nick, can we have a cookie? I hit him with a classic. I was like, yeah, no problem. Give him a cookie. They immediately ate it, and then they go, we want another cookie. And I was like, you get what you get, and you don't get upset. That used to work on me. That used to work on us as a kid. My mom would say that, and I was like, oh, that rhymed. That's, you can't beat a rhyme. I thought a rhyme was like a law. I thought it was like a legally binding contract. My mom said a rhyme. What am I gonna rhyme back? I'm not gonna rap battle my mom now. Which, by the way, is I think how Eminem started. I think his mom was like, you get what you get and you don't get upset, Marshall. And he was like, fuck that, Mom! I'm gonna get what I get, then get so upset that I step on your neck and I press on your head if you don't give me another chocolate chip, you awful bitch. And I'm gonna come across your rib real slow and split your fat ass and ass. That'll be the last thing I try to scratch your knees with a toilet quick. I didn't have bars like that as a kid, okay? My mom said you get what you get and you don't get upset. I thought it was like from the Bible. I thought it was like, oh, God said that. Kids nowadays are too smart, they have too much perspective. They don't listen to something just because it rhymes. Because it rhymes, are you kidding me? Kids in school now do active shooter drills. They're prepared for that type of situation. You go up and you're like, sharing is caring. They're like, actually, it's every man for themselves. Okay, I hid under a desk for 15 minutes today, okay? If you're not holding an AR-15, you're not getting a fucking bite of my Lunchables. Yeah. So I hit my niece and her friend with, you get what you get and you don't get upset. And then she goes, if you get what you get and you don't get upset, are you saying that Ryan, who was born with female genitalia, but identifies as a boy, has no right to identify as a boy? You guys can have as many cookies as you want. I'll make you a fucking tiramisu. What do you can choose. Identify me. You can choose my gender. I'm so sorry. Put your fucking phone away. What do you? You guys are great, man. This was so much fun. This was a blast. I'm gonna tell one more joke, and I'm gonna preface it and do a little disclaimer up top. Same shit as before. You might not like it. If you're cool, you'll love it. If you're a straight white male, okay, butthole's tightened. If you're a straight white male and you want to be best friends with another straight white male, like you get a good vibe from a guy, you're like, oh, this is my kind of dude. There's levels to trusting that guy. There's levels. You don't know if you're going to really have a bond with this guy. You've got to baby step your way to becoming best friends. It's kind of like dating. It's a little bit romantic. You might be having a conversation with a dude. You're hanging out, or you're drinking, and he goes, oh dude, you know where I can like recycle this? And then you're like, oh, it's all good, bro, like we don't even really recycle. And he's like, oh, word, like dude, like I don't fucking recycle. And you're like, oh, yeah, dude, no, it's like, I don't know, it's just like reading this thing about how like recycling actually like doesn't impact global warming, and it's like, I don't know, dude, it's like fucking retarded. You said it's fucking retarded? Yeah, I mean, well, like one of my cousin's friends is. No, dude, it's cool. It's cool. What
Where? Oh shit. No, dude, because like one time I like went out to the curb and I like had the trash, and then like the garbage man like started yelling at me because I didn't separate like the recycling and the trash. Like honestly, he was like kind of being a fag. What did you say? No, nothing. The cousin's friend is also. I'm sorry. No, dude, it's cool. If I knew how you felt, I never would have pretended I didn't feel the same way that you felt. Are you serious? Deadass. Okay, because you can say anything to me. Anything. Do you want to go back to my place? We can be as loud as we want. I have white neighbors. Thank you guys so much. This is great.